life. We lie in life because we don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. I was a straight up liar. I would tell half lies, I would tell lies, I would spin truths, and I would insult people. Every insult I said, every time I put somebody down. And while I said it again and experienced the burning of my mouth, I relived the pain that my insults, that my lies, that my half-truths caused that person. I never knew that I'd caused so much pain. I never knew that I had done so much damage. In Luke 16, it's so true. Jesus didn't just come here to tell us a bunch of stories. Every one of the parables he tells is the truth. He's telling us what to expect on the other side, or he's trying to put it in a way that we can understand what will be waiting for us on the other side. It was horrible. There ain't nothing on this planet that will ever compare to the torment that awaits a non-believer in judgment. And it seemed like it went on forever. It seemed like it wouldn't stop. It just kept going and going. And I did some bad things. I shot somebody 5 times. That's why they sent me to prison. And I went through every bit of that pain. And I just didn't experience the pain that I had caused him, but the pain that I caused their families. I would think to myself, man, just kill me. And you know death ain't coming. And I cried. I cried so much. And there was a question asked. In the middle of my torment and my pain, there was a question. And it said, do you want to live or die? I said, I want to live. Because I would rather spend the rest of my days in a foul, nasty cell in a men's prison where life sucks than go through one more split second of the torment of judgment. And then all of a sudden, it was like the fog, this smoke that was coming off of me. It turned down just the smallest bit, just the smallest of bits it turned down. And for the first time in my life, I knew what it was like to be grateful. I never knew what it was like to be grateful. I never knew gratitude until that very moment when it just turned down a touch. My tears of sorrow became tears of gratitude. And it slowly but surely, it just became less and less and less. And I cried even harder and harder and harder. I was so grateful. My face was just soggy with tears. And eventually it turned down and I was back in that valley. And that man was still standing there, still staring at me. And it was like he knew everything that I'd ever done. And the next thing you know, I was somewhere else. And it's beautiful. I could still feel the tears on my face. I could still feel the feeling of wetness, but yet there was no tears, but the feeling of the wetness was still there. And when it says, I'll dry your tears, I promise that's true, brothers and sisters. I never knew that such beauty could ever exist. I never knew that such beauty was even possible.